Hey beauties, so I have a challenge. Today we are going to be doing makeup that's only found in my makeup bag. This is what I take with me every day. Not the makeup I do at my vanity, but if I'm on the run and I need a touch up, I need something, this is what I'll be reaching for. So buckle up, Buttercup. This is gonna be a long one and we're gonna sit and talk, and I'm gonna take these. These are Blum Body, I think that's how you pronounce them. I've had this on for like 8 hours. They are anti-wrinkle patches. So to start with, I am going to be moisturizing and priming my face. I can't fit a moisturizer in my purse, so this will be an exception. All right. I didn't make the rules, but I did, so I'm gonna break them a little bit. I'm gonna do my skin prep and everything separately, and then everything that's in the makeup bag is the only makeup besides makeup brushes that I will be using, because I can't fit any makeup brushes in the bag. Oh my god, I can't talk. Hold on. And that makeup bag, unless I take a separate bag. And even though I got a fairly large purse, I got a Louis, with everything else I have in there, I may not be able to fit some brushes. So, here we go. This is going to be a rather lengthy video, so I hope you are buckled in. So while my skin prep is soaking in, we're going to do brows. This is the Aspire, and if you hear rain outside, you did, because it is storming its ass off. So we're going to use the Aspire, the brow. This is in shade Taupe, I think. Taupe, something like that. I don't know. All I know is it's my shade, and it's the one I always use. So where's my mirror? Here it is. So we are going to run this brush through. We're supposed to be having like a super El Nino, whatever it's called, happening at some point this year. Probably sooner rather than later, but I mean, it is what it is. And of course, we live in a flood zone. So we do have flood insurance, thank God. That's one brow done. And then it rained all last week. And if you don't know, I am in Houston, Texas. And Houston has a horrible reputation for flooding. So there's that. Most of Texas has a bad reputation for flooding. But I'm gonna try to get some more down underneath. That's not even. They're not even. So, un momento while I find my. I got these over at Ulta. They come in. They're so handy. Super handy. And it's just, this should also be like a brow gel all-in-one. I got this off of Amazon, and it works brilliantly. Most of this stuff, well actually all the stuff, I'll have linked in my LTK and in my Shop My. I don't like showing my bra to the world, so I may be periodically, at least it's a sports bra, but I'll be periodically just kind of fixing myself because I'm vain. So I'm going to be going in, this is the Maybelline Poreless Jelly Primer. This will blur your sins. I always wanted to use that line. Alright, so now that everything is set with my moisturizer, we're going to go in with the primer and kind of put it, I like to put it everywhere because I like looking like a porcelain doll. Even down the neck. You put your foundation down your neck, you need to put your primer down your neck. Alright? Alright. So for eyes, this is the She Glam Jelly Crystal. I don't know the shade. If you have this, keep it on. It will dry out. So if you don't have this on, like, I just want to show you this. Just look at that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, so I'm going to place this on the lid, just in the inner half of it, because I'm going to be putting bronzer on the other half. And that is just simply just, mwah. I would put that, I'm not going to put that in my mouth. Alright. Now that that's taken care of, I am going to be doing bronzer. So the little, you're going to laugh at me, but this is the little bronzer that I use for on my lid, and if I want to set anything on my face. So I'm going to take, like I said, I'm not using brushes from my purse. This is the It Cosmetics number 5 brush. It's a dual-ended brush. I'm going to just gently place it on the outer half and do like a windshield wiping motion, and then some circles just to make sure it blends evenly. And take my finger and kind of just blend them two together, so that way, I like doing that. So that way, it's not, there's no harsh line. Now, because we let the primer sit for a little bit, I'm gonna be going in with the foundation. This is the foundation. It's also Aspire. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but the same people that did the brows does foundation. This is a cushion velvet foundation. It's close enough to my shade that I use it. Like, look at that. Let's see if I can cover up that. I'm not gonna be able to cover that up, but that's okay because it's buildable. I do go underneath my eyes with my foundation. I don't have big enough or dark enough bags to be concerned. So there's that. One side of the face done. It is a light coverage foundation. It is buildable, which is really nice. Remember, we're going to take it down the neck, if I can get it down the neck. Usually you don't swipe, but I do down my neck. I just wish this band was a little tighter. Maybe if I do 3 fingers, it may help. Yeah, there we go. And go underneath the eyes, down the side of the face. Make sure you get your hairline. Now I look like a ghost. That's okay. I'm gonna go right over this part just because I'm a little more pink there, and sometimes it can bleed through a little more than I would like. But this is in shade 24 Latte. It's a little lighter than my normal shade, but it matches my neck, dude. Matches the neck. For contour and bronzer, I am going to be using bronzer today. This is the Carla Secret Concealer and Blush, but there's not really a concealer besides one that's in here. Oh my god, but can I get it open? Here we go. It is a dupe for the Makeup Forever palette. If you know, you know. I'm going to take this brush. This is also a dupe for the Mario F4, but this is the F01 by Jessup. See it? See it? See it? It's on Amazon. I'm going to be going in with this shade, which I think is like the middle deepest, or maybe that's the middle deepest. I'll be going in with that one then. All right, here's Moment of Truth. I like to go heavy on the bronzer just a tad because I don't have a bronzer that I take with me besides that mini one that I showed you, the Laguna by NARS. And let me tell you, there's not a lot of space to put a brush on it. I have a normal sized one. It is in my bedroom on my other vanity. Oh, let's not do that. But yes, I like mixing them. That was very beautiful, and it's my shade. But and then for the regular bronzer that I use in my bedroom, I use Miss Tills. So yeah, and that one's my favorite cream bronzer. But this is very beautiful. It has pigment, and we're just going to take it down the neck just a tad to kind of just hide that double chin. Even when I do that, I can still kind of see it. Oh well. All right, so blush. I have these 6 shades. I'm thinking about doing that one. I'm not entirely sure. I've never used it before. So I'm going to take this other side of this F01 brush, kind of dust off a bit. And it's a more mauve-y shade. That is gorgeous. Usually I put the blush on my nose, but because I'm doing a more sophisticated look, I'm not gonna. No, Karen. No, Karen. Don't do it. Okay. Now that I'm done with that, I'm gonna set this back in here. The first one I ever got of this, it was sent to me before it was released, and my kid stole it. And because of how fair he is, it suited him really well when he had a pimple, anything like that. And this, I am going to just kind of place where I normally place, and there's a little more on this side than I thought. There we go. And this is the Sephora collection Best Skin Ever. It's an ultra slim precision concealer stick, and on the other side is a brush. So we're just going to tap, 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 tap. I don't like using that brush. There's not enough bristles for me. So I'll either use an actual concealer brush, ignore my eyes that look like fish, okay. And we're gonna try to warm it up a bit and kind of, yes, make sure I don't got any boogies. Okay. So far, looks really good. I need to go through this again. It's very creamy. It's not a liquid concealer. With that being said, we are going to set and then I'm going to spray. Now, this is the one I use and this is the one I use, but because they're not in my purse, I will not be using them. So, I will be using my mini Charlotte Tills. And to set, there it is. I have 2 mini ones. This is going to be for blush. This is going to be for concealer. So, where's my powder puff? I hope I put one in here. It's supposed to have one in here. If not, I'll cheat because I'm already using not brushes. And I'm so excited I hit pan. So also, Amazon, they're so cute. All right, so remember, tap off the excess, not excess, Karen. Don't forget the chin. Everywhere else. That even though I didn't use concealer over there, I still like to set it. And then that's that. And then for there we go. And then for everywhere else, for like my blush and stuff, I'm going to use this Kosas, but I'm going to use a brush. This is the Pink Cloud, Candy Cloud, excuse me, where it's a little more pink. And I'm going to set the blush and bronzer. Now, this is where I'm going to use the powder bronzer. If I can find where I put it. Found it. All right. So when I say mini, I mean this is pretty mini. But I'm going to take the bigger side of the F01 brush, tap. Make sure you get your hairline. I will not be doing blush as I don't think I have a powder blush that is this color that I can use. Oh well. We'll be using this, which is the Lawless. Oh, where's the lid? And then my mini Pillow Talk. So for lippies, that is what I'll be using. All right, so highlighter, I have 2 different ones. But before I do that, because my ADHD is kicking my ass, let's spray. So shake, shake, shake. And of course, they dropped a birthday cake creamer that I am just drinking up like milk. That's not just what's in here. It's coffee too. Don't worry. I worded that so weird. Okay, so I have 2. This is more gold. This is more champagne. I'm thinking because of the glitter, we use the champagne. This is ColourPop. This is in Dewy Liquid Highlight in shade Sugar Donut. And we're going to tap it there. A little more. Oh, yes. And I'm going to put some up here. I'm going to be using a brush. All right. So here's another one. Okay. So we're going to wipe that off. Dip again. I'm going to stick this in the inner corner and drag up. That's like my signature. I don't know why. Don't ask. Just accept the fact that it looks really good. Like, look at that. And then we're also going to put it on the brow. I'm going to put a little more here. And then we're going to put some right here. Kind of just dab that out. Yes. And I love the fact that it's kind of like Rare Beauty, where it has like the little thing. It makes it so much easier. Even though I don't have a disability with my hands, it still makes it easier because I do have weaker hands. Don't tell anybody I said that. And it's harder for me to open up things without a little assistance. So, with that being said, I'm going to spray with this before I do my lippy and my mascara, because my mascara will run. And once again, I will fan manually. While that dries, I'm going to add a third lippy. So this is going to be the Fenty Heat. This is a clear gloss. We're going to wipe off the lip mask. We're going to continue to let the rest of it dry. I do have other lippies, like I have Makeup by Mario, like the birthday edition one. But it looks like this would be just a better fit. So this is a very chocolatey brown. This is Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Defining Liner. Creamy, creamy. Yes, we know it's creamy. But what shade? Kiss. And I'm going to kind of fill it in just a tad. Oh, no. Let's not do that. Oh, that's the top of the lid. That needs to be resharpened. All right. And while I find the lid for this, this is Charlotte Tilbury shade Pillow Talk. Yes. Now, Fenty Gloss Heat Glass Slipper. Oh, it's a little too much gloss. Said no one ever. All right. Lips are done. Love it. Mascara. The only mascara I have that could actually fit in there is the Colossal Bubble Waterproof Mascara by Maybelline. This, I love the brush. Like, look at that. Love the bristles. Everything it glides on. It's literal perfection. And it is super affordable, guys. You can get it at Ulta, you can get it at Amazon. I will have it linked so that way you can have the direct link. Look at that. Perfection. Now I'm going to dip it back in and do the other eye. I do not curl my eyelashes for one specific purpose. They're long enough I don't have to. And don't tell anybody, but I'm kind of petrified of them all coming out in the lash roller. Or the lash curler, whatever it's called. Oh no. I don't like the fact that one lash on one eye looks better than the other. I need them to be sisters. They don't have to be twins. But at least look half as good as your other sister. We're gonna make this look thicker. Knicker. All right. If you haven't seen Austin Powers, I don't know what to tell you. But this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed spending some time with me and trying to, I guess, do a challenge, if that's what you want to call it. Now, the challenge is getting everything back into my purse and making it all fit. That's going to be the challenge. And I'm sticking a powder puff in there, just in case. But thank y'all so much for spending time with me. And I hope you get to know me a little better. One big fact about me is I'm a people pleaser. So if you don't like the video, it doesn't hurt not to comment. Just to keep scrolling. Doesn't cost you nothing to be nice. All right. Love y'all. I'll see y'all next time.